Unfortunately, I was little disappointed. I couldn't even sleep properly yesterday night because as a Parliament Affairs Minister, when somebody speaks well, makes a good point, I naturally feel happy. The boy Ram Mohan Naidu was speaking yesterday, Ram Naidu's son. He made a very good speech. A lot of other leaders also have made very good speeches. Even I was so impressed that Sonia ji, Congress Party President, I was signaling and वो हमारा वेणुगोपाल हंस रहे थे मुझे देख के, because Madam, as the President of the Congress Party, she has put forth the point of view of the Congress Party. I have my disagreement on two observations she made. At the same time, I was feeling happy that she is speaking in Hindi. I am a non-Hindi. Good Hindi that way, and then. I am also non-Hindi person, so I was also feeling okay. Things are moving in a proper. I must tell frankly, I have all admiration to my friend Kargeji, but I was a little disappointed the way in which he tried to raise certain political issues. But politics में होता रहता है. But Madam, today the entire world is looking towards India. I will just first touch some aspects of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar's life and then go to other issues. Ma'am, born in a common family, Dr. Baba Saheb carved a niche for himself on the basis of his brilliant capabilities, not because of the mercy of anybody. Because of his brilliant capabilities, he has acquired a place, braving all shortages, neglect and insults of his time at that time. Now we can say anything. But those days, raising a voice and talking about equality and also talking about the emancipation of Dalits is not an ordinary contribution at that time. And the vision he had and the suggestions he made and the contributions he made in the Constituent Assembly, they are really praiseworthy. Dr. Ambedkar was a great social warrior. At the same time, he was a great thinker also. He considered inequalities in the Hindu society as the symbol of civilization lacuna and dedicated his life to eradicate this incompleteness. Society is not complete without the participation of those people. The suppressed people, oppressed people, depressed people, the people who have been deprived equal opportunity, they were his concern. That's where his greatness lies. He single-handedly lifted the millions out of deprivation to dignity. There was no place for enmity and hatred in Dr. Ambedkar's political thinking. He was fighting against the dichotomies, contradictions and evils of the society, and he was not fighting against any particular religion or any particular culture. He was trying to highlight the shortcomings, the drawbacks in the society at that time. He was truly a national leader. His nationalism was not confined to just a transfer of power from Britishers to Indians, but permanent reconstruction of the entire nation. That was the thrust he has given. Simply उस समय का लोगों का मत ये था, आजादी आ गया तो स्वराज आ गए तो स्वराज हो जाएगा, ये भावना था लोगों में. मगर अंबेडकर जी ने उस समय कहा आजादी महत्वपूर्ण है, आजादी के साथ ही साथ समानता, इक्वालिटी, सोशल जस्टिस ये भी महत्वपूर्ण है. उसी के आधार पर देश को पुनर्निर्माण करना चाहिए, ये विषय उन्होंने उस समय कहा है. और मैडम, ही वाज ऑफ द व्यू फॉर द सक्सेस ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, रोल ऑफ opposition and also media is also very important. Role. What role? That's a different matter. The role of the opposition and the government, the media also is equally important. He said in one word, nation building can be considered as his core subject, core contribution. His concern was nation's building. He considered the society and nation above everything else. Everything else. India has been able to reach where it is today because of the solid foundation he provided by laying down the Constitution of India and by working towards the empowerment of the upliftment of the Dalits. Not only Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, but the great founding fathers of the Constitution, the first chairman of the Constituent Assembly, Sachidananda Sinha ji, then Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad, then Jawaharlal Nehru ji, then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad ji, and then Krishnaswamy Iyengar, and then lot of other important luminaries who all worked there. in the committee, who work outside the committee and who are there in the main body, they all contributed immensely and laid a better future and a good roadmap for all of us through the Constitution they have offered to all of us. Today, we are rededicating ourselves and committing ourselves to the Constitution to strengthen the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar ji was not only a constitutional expert or a barrister, but he was also a great economist. He has done his PhD on economics and submitted thesis on the problem of rupee, its origin and its solution. Problem of rupee, its origin and solution. Even now, we are discussing about the problem of the rupee. Fiscal federalism was a concept he has given in the constitutional scheme of things. He also played a key role in setting up the Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank is also our pride of our nation. He made immense contribution in shaping the Reserve Bank at that time. In Viceroy's Council, he held the responsibility of labor, employment, coal, minerals and water resources, all the important components. He also was instrumental in setting up employment exchanges. The idea of employment exchanges came from Dr. Baba Sahib at that time. It was set up by him. And then he was also instrumental in molding the thinking of the people. I just quote one word here, saying that he said, socialist principles of state and government. He said, the state shall in particular direct its policies towards securing the citizens, men and women, I quote, equally have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. The basic principle. Put the ownership and control of the material resources of the community are so distributed as best to subserve the common good. That is the foundation he has laid. On 15th November 1949, the Constituent Assembly, at that time the socialist patron was the flavor of the season. He said, at this point of time, I quote, socialist pattern of governance is good, but people are free to decide better way than socialism to organize the society. See the vision he had. At that time, nobody was able to say anything against socialism or even an alternative thought. But he visualized the situation, he gave that liberty to the people that they are the masters and they can decide. Subsequently, in 90s we have these reforms, then we had first public sector focus, then we had private sector also, then we had giant sectors also, subsequently PPP models also, subsequently investment from outside also. All these things are coming in now and he has envisaged all of them and said that people have the liberty. He also said the society should be organized in its social and economic side are matters which must be decided by the people themselves according to time and circumstances. Please underline, according to time and circumstances. This is the foresight of our constitutional framers. Even the most favorite thing of the people of the country and even people like me also about the interlinking of rivers was his suggestion at that time. Because Ganga, Kaveri ko jodna, देश में सूखा, बाढ़ और जो भयंकर स्थिति बन रहे, आने वाले दिनों में कभी-कभी सोचने से थोड़ा मैं कुछ दिन ग्रामीण विकास मंत्री के रूप में भी काम किया। अभी मैं देश भर में आप लोग देख रहे, अर्बनाइजेशन तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे, लोग गांव छोड़ के शहर में आ रहे, मैं भी ग्रामीण विकास छोड़ के अब शहरी विकास में पहुंच गया। ये वस्तुस्थिति है, दिस इज रियल सिचुएशन टुडे। So keeping that in mind, one important aspect, ma'am, today when we are paying tributes to our constitutional framers, we should also think seriously about that subject which was envisaged by Dr. Baba Sahib about linking of rivers. Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, our former Prime Minister, had made a contribution. He set up a committee under Suresh Prabhu to work out the details and economic feasibility, technical viability, economic viability and technical feasibility of the scheme. They have done their job and then earlier Dr. K.L. Rao, during the earlier government, he also, during I think Indiraji's period, he came out with a master plan for linking of rivers also. This is one issue which we should remember. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar was also instrumental in realization of irrigation projects. Damodar Valley, Hirakud, Son River, etc. Those projects also, he has his own contribution. Today we are speaking here in the house and we are also reminding our new generation about the great qualities and contribution of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Ma'am, Krishnamachari, T.T. Krishnamachari, Finance Minister earlier, great economist, he says, Mr. President, I quote, I am one of those in the House who have listened to Dr. Ambedkar very carefully. I am aware of the amount of work and enthusiasm that he has brought to bear on the work of drafting this Constitution. At the same time, I do realize that the amount of attention that was necessary for the purpose of drafting Constitution, so important to us at this moment, has not been given to it by the drafting committee. He was conceding. The House is perhaps aware that of the 7 members nominated by you, ma'am, this is a quotation from Krishnamacharya, not by you, 7 members. Out of the 7 members nominated by you, 1 had resigned from the House and was replaced. 1 died and was not replaced. 1 was away in America and his place was not filled up. And another person was engaged in a state of affairs, and there was a void to that extent. 1 or 2 people were away from Delhi, and perhaps reasons for health did not permit them to attend. So out of 7, practically many of them could not make it to regular meetings of the Constituent Assembly Subcommittee. That was the observation made by Krishnamacharya ji. He said, so it happened ultimately that the burden of the drafting of this Constitution fell on Dr. Ambedkar. And I have no doubt that we are grateful to him for having achieved this task in a manner which is undoubtedly commendable. That is the compliment made at that time. And so we can understand the contribution made by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. He was aware the biggest threat to any nation is internal rather than external. He said it at that time. The threat to any nation is first internal than external. The Constituent Assembly, he raised the question that on January 26, 1950, we would be a republic, but what would happen to our independence? He raised that question. Taking historical references, he reminded the representatives in the House that we had lost independence earlier due to internal weaknesses, and it was important to see that it did not happen again. This is what he has said at that time. See the vision, see the foresight of the great man. He has envisaged. He also said so many things about caste politics, religion politics, sectarian politics and other things, and I don't want to dwell upon that very well. Some of the people have raised about it yesterday. But he cautioned all of us, such things are going to happen in future and one has to be careful. So he was truly a national leader in words and also in deeds and action. Dr. Ambedkar will also be remembered as a leader who worked in letter and spirit to bring social equality, harmony in practice through social transformation. He said, if a society continue to deny equality in our social and economic life, then this could be one day become a threat to our political democracy. This is the forewarning he has given to all of us. He said, yesterday it was quoted, the working of the Constitution does not depend wholly upon the nature of the Constitution. The factors on which the working of those organs of the state depends on the people and the political parties they are set upon. So we have to remember, in this country since independence 68 years, how long who has been in power, what they have done. I am not here to, I am not using this occasion to find fault with this government or that government, though some parties have ruled long and they are now raising questions. They have got every right to raise those questions. The first thing in my judgment was to hold fast to constitutional methods of achieving our social and economic objectives. The second thing we must do is to observe the caution that not to lay, quote, not to lay their liberties at the feet of even a great man or woman, or to trust him with powers which enable him to subvert the institution. See the foresight. He visualized a situation may come if you go on for ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप ऐसा स्थिति में गए तो क्या होगा देश के लिए, उन्होंने उसके बारे में भी थोड़ा लोगों को काशन किया है, चेतावनी दिया है. जितना भी महत्वपूर्ण व्यक्ति हो, केवल एक व्यक्ति का हाथ में पूरा अधिकार देने से, उनके सामने झुकने से क्या होगा उसके बारे में भी उन्होंने कहा है. बाद में क्या होता है हमने 70s में अनुभव भी किया है. इसलिए हम लोग इस विषय से बहुत कुछ सीखना है, जागरूक होना चाहिए. There is nothing wrong. We have icons in this country to adore. Even I adore Swami Vivekananda, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Subhash Chandra Bose are 3 icons for me. I take my inspiration from the lives, teachings and preachings of these great people. It is not that I don't respect other leaders, but if someone asks you who is your favorite, I say these 3. Like this, there are many icons in the country different shades, different opinions, right from the freedom movement also, Pandit Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, Bal Gangadhar Tilak se lekar Mahatma Gandhi, फिर आगे नेहरू जी, पटेल जी, सुभाष चंद्र बोस जी, भगत सिंह, सुखदेव, राजगुरु, हमारा इलाके में थे अल्लूर सीताराम राजू, तमिलनाडु में वीरपांडे कट्टाबोम्मन, ऐसा बहुत लोग ने प्रेरणा दिया देश को। वीरपांडे कट्टाबोम्मन बहुत लोगों ने प्रेरणा दिया। अभी आश्चर्य होगा आप लोगों में, देश में और भी एक दुर्भाग्य है, जहां जहां कोने कोने से होता है ना, उन लोगों को नेशनल लेवल पे जितना इंपॉर्टेंस देना चाहिए उतना इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं दिया है, नहीं दिया है। इसलिए मैं देख रहा हूं कि जब मैंने वीरपांडियन कट्टाबोम्मन का नाम लिया, पशुपति मुत्तु रामलिंग तेवर का नाम लिया, तो हमारा तमिल भाई तपतपाते, बाकी लोगों को वीरपांडियन कट्टाबोम्मन कौन है, उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या है देश में मालूम नहीं। अल्लूर सीताराम राजू fought the Britishers, single-handedly mobilized the tribals. So these are the people who gave us inspiration, and they had a foresight and they have shown the method to us. So we should, in spite of sir, I respect my leader, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Sri Ramakrishna Advani. But I can tell you today, they taught us how to raise questions. We don't simply we follow the leader because of the policies and principles laid down. So this has to be kept in mind, because nowadays we are seeing some people are talking about personality cult, forgetting they themselves have cultivated the cult, built the cult, developed the cult, and became the casualties of cult. And they are giving advice to us. Better, there is also a saying that we should learn from others' experience, and that we'll keep it in mind. We will never do it, you don't worry. We never do it, you don't worry. You don't worry. Sir, you have to appreciate, if you have a leader with character, caliber, capacity and conduct, discipline, dynamism, dedication, devotion, you must say hats off to that leader. And we are proud. We are proud to have a leader. It is not only Venkaiah Naidu. The entire world is saying Modi is the maker of the developed India. How can anybody deny this? How can anybody deny this? It is not here in Delhi. It's not here in Delhi. You go to America, Madison Square. You go to France. You go to Germany. You go to Japan. You go to China. You go to Nepal. You go to anywhere except this block. Entire country is saying Modi, 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 Modi. So the third thing we must do is, I understand that you can't tolerate the verdict of the people. I understand it. But बिहार, अरे इस देश में बिहार एक प्रदेश है, बड़ा प्रदेश है, और उससे भी सीखना चाहिए। मगर उसके बाद आप लोगों का क्या हुआ थोड़ा उसको भी ध्यान दीजिए। अभी भाई मुझे डाइवर्ट मत करिए, कारण क्या है, बहुत विषय है बताने के लिए। The Ambedkar's fundamental concern was to liberate the untouchables, the depressed classes, the vulnerable women and minorities from the menace of social oppression, the provisions of positive discrimination. There was a suggestion, what about the atrocities on scheduled caste, prevention of atrocities on scheduled caste. There was a suggestion, what about reservation in the private sector. Then there was a suggestion that reservation in promotion. These are the issues that we have to discuss. It is not as simple as one minister to stand up and say, yes, if it is that so much simple, the Kargeji and his government would have done it long back. There are problems and there are forces in this country where everybody says women's reservation, yes. Then why it's not coming?
We have done, we are coming.
You have, no, you have done everything. Kargeji, please, Kargeji, you spoke for 72 minutes, almost equivalent to your age also. Please. Dr. Ambedkar sir.
Madam, because, that is the courtesy extended by Honorable Speaker. If you would have been there, you would not have allowed even 2 minutes.
Okay. At least he has that much appreciation for the Honorable Speaker. I'm thankful to him. He is respecting the institution. Tolerance. The positive affirmative action. The other day in the all-party meetings, my friend Sitaram Yechury also was saying, कल भी मैंने कैसे चौधरी उन्होंने त्रिपुरा से बोला है, मैं हर एक का पॉइंट्स नोट कर रहा हूँ, अफर्मेटिव एक्शन होना चाहिए. It should not be a simple occasion like what we call outside like a photo opportunity or a just हमारा इलाका में कहते भाई अच्छा साल में एक बार याद रखना और फिर बाद में भूल जाना, वो नहीं है. ये सब मसला गंभीर मामला है. इसके साथ और भी विषय है, मैं उस विषय में आने वाले हूँ. तो उन्होंने कहा अंबेडकर जी ने, पर्पस ऑफ व्हिच इज टू moralize and socialize the people. The purpose of education is to moralize and socialize people. And second, he said, education is the nucleus of democracy to emancipate the society. Every word, golden words. Dr. Ambedkar was more concerned about the character building of the people. Character building of the people. The education was a sword and being a double-edged weapon was dangerous to wield. An educated man without character and humility was more dangerous than a beast. If his education was detrimental to the welfare of the poor, the educated man was a curse to the society. Character is more important than education. हमें कभी-कभी हमको हमारा नेता श्री आडवाणी जी याद दिलाते रहते हैं, आइडियालॉजी महत्वपूर्ण है, आइडियालॉजी से भी महत्वपूर्ण आइडियल बिहेवियर है. तो आचरण में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, ऐसा हमेशा उन्होंने हमको कहते रहा है. ये फेडरल गवर्नमेंट के बारे में भी उन्होंने कहा, देश में यूनिफॉर्मिटी इन फंडामेंटल लॉस होना चाहिए. दिस इज नॉट बीजेपी सेइंग, दिस इज व्हाट डॉक्टर अंबेडकर सेड, यूनिफॉर्मिटी इन फंडामेंटल लॉस, civil and criminal also. This is what he suggested at that time, and the country is yet to reach that. Directive principles also speak of the same. The country is yet to move in that direction. The Supreme Court also said that there is a need for a common civil code, but still we are far away from that. And I have seen today some 70,000 women have petitioned to the Prime Minister saying about the gender equality, the need for gender equality, and a petition also pending before the court. And the moment somebody talks it, you are saying, some people will say, you are interfering in the personal laws of this person. What personal law prevents a woman being an equality? I am not able to understand so far. We have to introspect on that also. Unfortunately, the cautions that were given by him, and at that time also, his 3.5 years fight for Hindu Code Bill was for the same objective. When he realized that Hindu Code Bill was not going to pass, he resigned from the cabinet. And he resigned not because of his personal differences with Panditji, because of his differences on larger issues. He thought this approach is good for the country, and the government of the day thought otherwise. So he has not taken even minutes also to resign and go out of the cabinet. Going out of the cabinet, how much you know what is the situation nowadays? We are seeing people morning, evening, afternoon, for this party, that party, all party, no party. People will break parties also. But that being the case, he never bothered about the cabinet also. Along with Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, the great son of this great country again. Both of them have, they were great people, sir. Let us agree to disagree, but let us debate, decide, and then go to the people. People are the ultimate judges. They decide what to do and what not to do. Why should we worry? Mukherjee has differed with somebody. Yes, you heard somebody. That is the beauty of democracy. Even in a family also there will be some difference of opinion sometimes. At the end of it, we come to some conclusion and then move forward. Sir, unfortunately, the cautions were overlooked by the earlier regimes. What happened in India during the last 50 years of rule? Earlier regime is bending and mending the ways to overlook the constitutional methods to achieve their political objectives rather than social objectives. My worry is, I will come to certain issues. Even after 68, I am sharing my concern, not as a Parliament Affairs Minister, as a Venkaiah Naidu, as an individual, what the people of India are thinking. People of India are very intelligent. Please understand, yesterday when the Congress Vice President went to Bangalore and asked questions, see the wisdom of the children, the young girls, how they reacted and how they spoke on various issues. I am not here to criticize Rahulji or anybody. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to say that the children of the country also are seriously, keenly observing what is happening, and they know what is good and what is not good. Let us not underestimate the wisdom of the people.
बार नहीं करते हैं. He has not said anything, whatever what is what, please. ये तो
आपको इतना अनुभव के बाद भी आपको इतना अनुभव के बाद भी आपको इतना ये सहन नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करूं खड़गे जी? Sir, what about the literacy? What did the constitutional framework said? There has to be total literacy. Where are we today? Even today, 26% of the people of India, 36% of the people of India cannot read and write. Is it not a matter for the entire country and for all of us in Parliament? Yes. I am not apportioning the blame because they rule long, they have more accountability. I am not going into that. What I am trying to say is, let us ponder on that issue. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, educating all the children. That was the wish of all our founding fathers. Where do we stand today? That's one question we have to ask ourselves. The second is female feticide. Female feticide. You see the ratio of difference of the sex ratio between, please, Khargeji, please, hello. 72 मिनट्स के आगे 1 मिनट में नहीं जाऊंगा. मेरा पार्टी का 6 घंटा समय है, फिर भी मैं उसमें नहीं जाऊंगा. ये female feticide. The ratio is really worrisome. That's why we have to think on that. Then about in spite of all these years and civilization, dowry menace in the country. Can you simply ban it through legislation? You also need to have political will and social will. We have to raise above this and then think about those social evils also. The fourth is untouchability. Whatever laws we may have passed, whatever parties may have been in power, but still there are practices in certain areas where untouchability is practiced even today in some of the places of worship. And even some people feel happy to convert to other religion, and there also they complain, sir, वहाँ भी ऐसी स्थिति है, इसलिए हमको वहाँ भी आरक्षण दो, ऐसा भी कह रहे हैं देश में लोग. इसलिए गंभीर मसला है. और इसके साथ ही साथ जो महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार हो रहे हैं, मेरा सरकार में कितना हुआ, आपका सरकार में कितना हुआ, स्टेट में कितना हुआ, नेशनल कैपिटल में कितना हुआ, ये फिगर देने से क्या मतलब है? इस देश में जो निर्भय प्रकरण हुआ दिल्ली में, देश का राजधानी, ये सब हम सब के लिए शर्म का बात है. We have to seriously engage ourselves to find out ways and means of creating the needed awareness among the people, particularly the change of the mindset among the men. That is also another important task we should remember today when we are doing introspection. Then the caste and communal politics. This another problem today is there are some people who try to raise a controversy about what our senior Sri Rajnath Singh ji said yesterday. People who practice caste politics, people who practice communal politics, people who practice parochial politics, they call others as you are anti-secular and all. That's why the secularism, he said that secularism is the most abused thing in the country. Secularism, nobody has got any doubt. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में रहेगा, मगर लोगों का दिल में है, दिल में रहेगा और आगे बढ़ेगा. यह मेरा कहना यह है. नहीं तो केवल कानून बनाने से काम होगा नहीं, आदर्श रखने से, ऊपर रखने से होगा नहीं. जब आदर्श को अमल करते हैं ना, उसी दिशा में आगे बढ़ते हैं ना, जब आप अपना बच्चों को, नया पीढ़ी को जब आप ऐसी प्रोत्साहन करते हैं ना, उनमें जागृत पैदा करते हैं ना, तभी आदर्श का उद्देश्य सफल हो जाएगा. ये मेरा कहना है. इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मनी पावर in elections. All of us, we are all trying to be we are trying to be hypocritical about money power. How much money is being spent by members who are contesting elections? How much money? All of us are filing income tax returns, and then what is the election commission returns? That's a different matter. But actually, let us search our souls and find out what is happening. People has to vote on the basis of character, caliber, capacity and conduct, not on the basis of caste or money or religion. This has to be highlighted, and we must create awareness among the people. At times people इससे भी पार करके वोट कर रहे. मैं उनको सलामी कर रहा हूं, मगर कभी-कभी इस देश में क्या होता है आपको मालूम है, जातिवाद को भी लोग कभी-कभी किसी तरीके के लोगों को भ्रमित करने के लिए प्रोत्साहन करते हैं. इस देश में दुर्भाग्य है मैडम, मेरा अनुभव बता रहा हूं, मेरा छोटा सा अनुभव है. जमीन, लैंड, जल, वाटर, भाषा, लैंग्वेज, मजहब, रिलीजन, ये लोगों को इतना कभी-कभी उद्वलित करते, भ्रमित करते, वो लोग उसका प्रभाव में आके जो भी करना करते, बाद में रियलाइज करते. एक बार हो गया तो 5 साल कुछ नहीं कर पाते. तो ये सिचुएशन, इसके बारे में भी मनी पावर कैसा इसको कम करना, इसके बारे में भी गंभीरता से सोचना चाहिए. Growing opportunism and defections. This is another worrisome point. See, defections we have banned wholesale. Then we have banned defections retail. Then now wholesale defections are going on. Yesterday I saw in one of the states in the country, in the Northeast, all the members have joined ruling party. All. I don't want to name any state for that matter. All. And earlier I also was the president of the party at that time. आप देखें, हमारा आ रहा है कौन किसका आ रहा है बाद में मालूम हो जाएगा कि
कांग्रेस बीजेपी दोनों है।
कांग्रेस भी शामिल हो गए उसमें, बीजेपी भी शामिल हो गए। मैं उसमें नहीं हूँ, मैं बता रहा हूँ आज। अब आज थोड़ा सा उससे बाहर हटके मैं बोलना चाहते थे, इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ ये गंभीर मामला है। स्टेट्स में भी क्या हो रहा है, और हमने संविधान में संशोधन लाके कहा लेजिस्लेटिव मेजर्स के द्वारा कैबिनेट इससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होना आपने प्रतिबंधित कराया। फिर बाद में क्या हुआ, पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाओ, ये तो मिनिस्टर का दर्जा दो, ये हो रहा है देश भर में। सब पार्टी को कमजोरी है सर, वहां अलाउ किया सर, हमको भी करना चाहिए। समाज में विभिन्न वर्ग गए, सबको प्रातिनिध्य देना चाहिए, नहीं तो विभिन्न रीजियंस है, सब रीजियंस है, रिलीजियंस है, सब रिलीजियंस है, ऐसा कहकर प्रातिनिध्य के रूप में कैबिनेट में नहीं पहुंचना और जनता के ऊपर बोझ डालना। इज इट नॉट ए मैटर फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस एज ए मैच्योर डेमोक्रेसी टू डिस्कस this situation and come with some sort of solution? When I think Advani ji was the home minister, they brought a legislation, more than 10% of the legislature, assembly, 15% of the joint legislature. That's working well, but these exceptions now that has come up, these has to be thought of. Parliament में भी है ये स्थिति, अलग अलग प्रदेशों में अलग अलग पार्टियों की सरकार है, वो भी एक सौजन्य है देश में कि कोई भी पार्टी सत्ता से बाहर नहीं है। अब कोई भी पार्टी सत्ता से बाहर नहीं है, कहीं ना कहीं है, कहीं ना कहीं प्रदेश में है और केंद्र में है, रहे हैं। इसलिए हम सब लोग जो अनुभव हमारा सामने है, हम आंख बंद करके हाँ सब ठीक चल रहे हैं। आपके बारे में मैं आलोचना करूं, मेरा बारे में आप आलोचना करें, हो जाएगा एक दिन हेडलाइन हो जाएगा, मगर मेन लाइन है ना लोगों का, वो लाइन में कोई परिवर्तन होगा नहीं। इसलिए ये ग्रोइंग अपॉर्चुनिज्म और डिफेक्शन, सर आई कैन टेल यू फ्रॉम द डे वन व्हेन आई जॉइंड पॉलिटिक्स, when I started writing on the walls and then tying the party flags on the pole and used to announce the arrival of Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Advani to my place, I never imagined from there I can reach this stage and then sit between Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Advani and become the national president of the party. One reason what I feel is I am constant with my ideology. That really helps also. One has to understand this. We are there in politics for a mission, not for commission. This has to be understood by one and all. So the defection is a cancer to the society, I am telling you. Some of our friends, they are also casualties of this, because people have affection towards defection, and they are trying to make it perfection. That's another worry we have to think about the country. So my suggestion is there are regional disparities. People are talking about giving special status. Every state is asking special status now. Why? We have to think about it. I am not criticizing anybody. Even I have asked for special status to Andhra Pradesh on the floor of the parliament because I thought that Andhra was discriminated upon. They were not getting their due with regard to revenue share, not because of other parameters. Revenue share. तो वो बाद में 14th फाइनेंस कमीशन आया, 14th कमीशन नया दिया, उसके ऊपर बहस हो रहा है। मगर बिहार मांग रहे हैं, वेस्ट बंगाल मांग रहे हैं, उड़ीसा मांग रहे हैं, और जो डेवलप्ड स्टेट्स है वो लोग भी मांग रहे हैं। पंजाब कह रहे हैं हमारे बारे में क्या है। So where do you go? So yesterday Ram Vilas ji was saying, अभी there is a race for Jayprakash. क्या Jayprakash? Yeah, yes.
Please. Yes.
ठीक है, ये आपका हक है। देश में हर एक नागरिक का अपना हक है, और दूसरा लोगों का हक भी है, और दोनों हक को कैसा मैनेज करना ये हमारा हक है, दायित्व तो बनता है।
जी बैठिए।
जयप्रकाश जी, ऐसा कटाक्ष करने से कुछ होगा नहीं। ये तदास्तु देवता यहाँ नहीं रहेंगे, कहाँ ऊपर डोम है। अरे भाई उसके पहले क्या हुआ, क्यों नहीं दिया स्पेशल स्टेटस? आप लोग ही राज में थे, तो इसलिए पढ़िए मत। कश्मीर की स्थिति थोड़ा अलग है, वहां को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए। और कुछ स्टेट्स का जो बैकवर्डनेस है, तो सचमुच में वो बैकवर्डनेस है। धीरे धीरे वो बैकवर्डनेस से बाहर आ रहे हैं। झारखंड बैकवर्डनेस से बाहर आ रहे हैं, इवन छत्तीसगढ़ बाहर आ रहे हैं, उड़ीसा। और नेचुरल जो मिनरल रिसोर्सेस है, वो रिसोर्सेस का डिवोल्यूशन भी संविधान निर्माताओं ने उस समय जो कहा फेडरल सिस्टम में, ये फेडरल सिस्टम का वो डिवोल्यूशन आज इस सरकार करके दिखाया। इसलिए आपने देखा होगा शुरू में जब मैडम ये बिल आया माइंस एंड मिनरल्स, काफी लोगों ने विरोध किया, बाद में जब बातचीत हुआ स्टेट्स को फायदा हो रहा है, लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया। ये अलग बात है जिन लोगों ने उसका आलोचना किया, आप लोग प्रभाव में आके एक सपोर्ट किया ऐसा, पहले आपका प्रभाव में आया क्या सपोर्ट नहीं करने के लिए, तो इश्यू नहीं है। मेरा कहना ये है संवाद के द्वारा बहुत विषयों को सुलझा सकते हैं। ये इश्यू इज दैट अनदर इज आस्किंग फॉर स्टेटस ऑफ बैकवर्ड, then asking for status of most backward, then asking for the status of scheduled caste, then asking for the status of scheduled tribe, then उसमें और भी इसमें एक कैटेगरी करते समय जैसा कल किसी ने रामदास अतवारी जी ने आल पार्टी मीटिंग में सलाह दिया, उन्होंने कहा इससे बेहतर ये होगा 100% सबको देशवासियों को सबको आरक्षण दो, आरक्षण देने से ही पूरा संरक्षण होगा ऐसा नहीं है ना, 100% देने से समस्या का समस्या वो एक सोल्यूशन हो सकता है क्या, देखना चाहिए, चर्चा करना चाहिए। The people should think about it. As far as we are concerned, the government has said it very clearly that we are in favor of giving reservation, extend it as long as necessary for the suppressed and depressed people. That is the commitment of the constitution, that's the commitment of our party, and on the above of it, there should also be enough reservation for women. I remember as party president, our leader Sri Advani ji has moved the resolution from the chair in Baroda बीजेपी मीटिंग, आई वॉज द जनरल सेक्रेटरी एट दैट टाइम, पीपल आर स्केप्टिकल, भाई सुबह शाम को आपको आरएसएस याद आते रहिए, गॉड ब्लेस यू। मेरा कहना यस वी आर सपोर्टर्स ऑफ आरएसएस एंड वी विल प्राउड ऑफ इट, व्हाट इज देयर अबाउट इट, आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, इट्स नॉट आईएसआईएस ना, सम पीपल आर, कुछ लोग आरएसएस से दुखी है, आईएसएस से खुशी है, इस देश में दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, कुछ लोग आरएसएस से दुखी है, आईएसएस से खुशी है। आपको मौका
नथिंग ओनली ये जो बीच में कुछ बोलते नहीं जाएगा रिकॉर्ड।
भाई रटराम पूरा देश नहीं है, देश अटक से लेकर कटक तक, कन्याकुमारी से लेकर कश्मीर तक है। और हाँ बताओ, ठीक है एस्ट्रोलॉजी में आप जातक चक्र लेके बाहर जाके लोगों को जातक बताइए, मुझे आपत्ति नहीं है, आप बता रहे आपका इच्छा है। देशवासियों ने पहली बार जब मैं इस पार्टी में आया, कुछ लोगों ने मजाक उड़ाया और कहा वो वेंकैया नायडू आप उस पार्टी में जा रहे हैं, उत्तर भारतीय पार्टी है, पढ़े लिखे लोगों का पार्टी है, शहरी वालों का पार्टी है, और अंत में कहा ये शाकाहारी लोगों का पार्टी है। मेरा मन में थोड़ा, मैडम मैं फ्रैंकली शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, मेरा मन में थोड़ा सा अरे भाई क्या है, बाद में जाकर मैं सीनियर से पूछा तो उन लोगों ने कहा ऐसा कोई आपत्ति नहीं, आप अंडा खा सकते, मुर्गी खा सकते, उसको माँ को भी खा सकते, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तो मैं खाने लगे, अभी खाता हूँ मैं। ये गलत फहमी है लोगों में। अभी क्या स्थिति है, एक जमाने में कभी भी हम लोग जीतते नहीं थे साउथ में, आज बीजेपी कन्याकुमारी में बीजेपी झंडा, कश्मीर में बीजेपी झंडा, नागालैंड में बीजेपी झंडा, अंडमान में बीजेपी झंडा, पहले मेनलैंड बाद में आइलैंड अंडमान, और बाद में हिललैंड लद्दाख में भी बीजेपी है, और नागालैंड में भी, सब इलाके में पहुंच गया।
हिंदू कोड बिल डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर लाना चाहते थे, लेकिन उस वक्त किसी ने अपोज किया, क्या उसका नाम बताऊं मैं पूरे, तो इसीलिए आप